Good morning. Welcome back to HBTV. We have our Lady Swordsmen Junior Varsity against Lions from Plattsmouth, Nebraska. The Lions played Prairie yesterday, and Prairie won 2 of those games. And then our JV girls played Prairie and split with them, 1-1. And it was a great game out of both of those games. So expecting a really good game. It was really close with the Lions and Prairie. Each game was almost between 1 or 2 points to win.
Wow, yeah.
Prairie on the last set had to come back down by, I think, 8 against the Lions, and they did come back and win that. So it could be a really good game right here. So hopefully our JV can put up a good fight here.
Yeah, it is the first game of the morning for both of these teams, so I'm sure on this cold morning it's going to take a while for them to warm up, but I have no doubt that it won't take long for us to see our swordsmen be able to dominate.
Absolutely. It's definitely a little chilly today, so everybody stay warm. The Lions, I believe, won their other games that they played yesterday in pool play, so I think they are 2-4.
And just as a reminder for today, we are only streaming the pool play games. This is the one game at 9:30, and then there will be 2 more games later this afternoon at 2:45 and at 3:30, and then one last game at 5 p.m. And then from there, we'll be starting the bracket games.
And here we have our JV leading off serving. That was Jacqueline. Got just a little bit into the net. I think that's just the morning breeze getting kind of locking her up there.
My motto is that the first serve never matters.
It doesn't matter unless you lose by 1.
Yeah.
Right?
So we have Hebron serve, and it'll be an ace point for first half rest.
Great serve by the Lions. Back there is number 7. Is that number 7?
Number 17, I believe.
Number 17, and that is Brooke Balin.
He serves one more and gets another ace off Lydia Elliott right there in the corner. Seems to be a very high serve falling right in that corner.
And Lydia's pretty good with that, so I think she's just got to wake up a little bit in this early morning. We have
We have the libero, Mia Hernandez, just came in for.
And there we go. That's what we like to see. Serve it out of bounds there. Again, I think it's just that morning breeze, Everybody's kind of trying to wake up still. And now serving, we have Damaris, captain for the JV. 1 serving 3.
It seems that the Lions have a pretty tall team. And looking down there, they seem to be very strong attackers and stuff. But they seem to be a tall team, but it doesn't seem that they're having a bit of a problem starting off this game. I believe that was number 10 that just hit into the net. And here we have Damaris Perez here for her second serve.
Great serve from Damaris.
Great serve, and that'll be an ace serve.
Right into the middle. Number 24 was there, but just kind of curved to the right of her and just couldn't get it there. 3-3 now, all tied up. I think it's going to be a good game all the way through. So the Lions look good, though. Yeah, like you said, they do have a couple girls that are over 5'8", 5'9", which is, probably average for, our guys. But, I mean, for girls to be that tall, especially in the schools that they go to where you don't have a lot of girls to pick from, that's usually a pretty good height advantage.
So we have another point for the Swordsmen. It seems that Lions are starting to attack well, but they can't quite figure out how to keep it in just yet. Another serve and another ace for Damaris.
Every time I see that, I get a little hopeful, When it's real close to the net, I'm like, man, I don't know if they can get that. That's tough. Seems like your only option is just to try to hit it back to the back row. Damaris serving again, 5-3. Damaris doing a good job here. Great serve again to the right, bumped up by 17 and bumped to 10 over to 2, and they're forced to just hit it over. Free ball for HB. Alyssa's just going to tap it over into the middle. Number 17 to 10 with a great spike, but a great recovery by Damaris. And Lydia Elliott with a great spike and just out.
Oh.
Did they call it out?
They called it in.
Oh, called it in. Oh, man. From here, it looked out, but maybe I'm not down there, so I'm going to trust her judgment. I think they're going to redo it. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, I believe they are redoing. The Lions seemed a bit upset about that call from the line judge.
Yeah,
so they're going to go ahead and redo the point.
Good call by Danny, I think. From here, it looked about almost 5 inches out. So, all right, 5-3. Damaris serving. But great dig by Damaris earlier.
And great hit by Lydia, too.
Great setup by Lydia.
Another great serve. It'll be an ace for Damaris.
Ball don't lie, I guess. That's what I'll take. Damaris, great ace right into the middle. Seems like they're really leaving that middle open in the Lions.
Yeah, especially looking at their rotation. They have almost all 5 players in the back, but just a very big gap right in that middle.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I feel like, a double hit. What do you think? Kind of rolled off of her arms.
It did look like that, but I'm guessing she might have had both arms equal at that point. Swordsmen weren't able to get the ball over, and so that'll be a point for Lions. And now it's 6-4. We have number 15 to serve. And
don't think we have her number on here, so sorry about that. Is that number 15? Number 16.
Oh, 16.
Number 16, that is Jayla Jones. And nice block by number 10 and a tip back. Set to Lindsay Richards with a nice hit to the back row. Great hit. Tough to recover, and they're going to have to free ball for HB here. Jacqueline to bump to Alyssa, and back to Lindsay with another great hit and great into the middle. Just kind of looked like it was going to be a little harder than it was, and it just kind of sank right into the middle.
Just fell short. That was 2 great hits back-to-back by Lindsay Richards.
And now she's going to serve. 7-4. Great hit to the left side. Set up to number 10. This is their big hitter here. And right off the net, but great dig by Damaris. Back over to... And Damaris is going to hit it back over and just into the net there. Great dig by Damaris.
Damaris has been doing very great on the back row. For the Lions, number 10 seems to be their very main hitter, Alyssa Dickerson, and she's now back to serve. Score is 7-5.
Oh, great serve.
Great serve.
There. Sent back over by Lindsay. Set up to number 12. Number 12 is going to hit it. Damaris is there, though. Set up to Lydia. And Lydia with a smart play and diving over to save it. And Lindsay's caught back up front. Great play by Lydia, but a nice play by number 12, diving on the ground to save that ball, and then they send it back over. Lindsay was kind of caught just a little bit too far up. But sometimes you get a little lost, just because, you know, especially if they're going to tip it back over, you got to be there to help, and that's
definitely
a tough
hard to expect
be.
that. Serve just went long by number 10. And now we have Alyssa Bushy back to serve. Score is 8-6. So far, this has been a pretty good game. We've seen really good hits and good digs by both teams.
I think they're getting warm now. They're getting warmed up here. 8-6. Served over to the left-hand side, right on the line. 17 setting up number 12, and a nice hit by number 12. That is Clarissa Tatman. That was a great spike right into an open spot.
Right in the back middle.
Yeah, Damaris almost had it. And now we have serving number 2, Paige Anderson. Great serve. Oh man. They thought it was out, and Damaris tried to get out of the way, but I think it might have been coming in there, because I don't think she was completely out of bounds.
I think she was trying to follow the ball to make sure it was out, and then ended up hitting her right before hitting the ground. Unfortunately, that would be a Lions point. We have a tip by Lydia. Number 2 setting up number 12 once more. Right off the top of the net, Alyssa's going to set up Lydia on the right side. The great kill, but a great dig by number 10 as well. Swordsmen scrambling the ball and tipped it over right from Lydia, right in the middle.
Made something out of a little bit of nothing.
That was a great play.
Almost thought it was just going to be another free ball. She just hit it to an open spot. Lydia Elliott now serving 9-8, and I think it's going to be this close all game.
Lydia do a jump serve.
First we've seen. Great serve. And number 2, was that number 17 with a nice spike there. Setting up number 2, and she's in the back row. She can't spike. Number 12. And Alyssa to Marissa. And a great push by Misra to the back right row. 17-12 again. And right into the middle, and that's tough there. Good spike by number 12. Good setup by number 17. Right into the middle of our defense. Seems like there was a lot of girls there, just not, not everybody knew who was going to go for it.
I think they definitely have to keep communicating out there and be able to call out the ball and who's going to get it and who's going to back off from those.
And this is number 24, Dana Balin for the Lions, serving 9-9. Alyssa with the bump to Marissa, to Jacqueline. She's going to send over for a free ball for the Lions. And number 2 to 12, she's going to try to make something of it, and she does, right off the top of the net. That is tough.
All right, and we're calling a timeout for HB.
Give them to recuperate, just kind of warm up. Nothing major, you know. It's not like they're up 5 or 6 and they're going to call a timeout.
You definitely want to stop the team before they get on a run and before they start to get really heated up. But so far, it's been a pretty good game. I've definitely seen both teams playing well, playing hard out there.
And Lydia Elliott with a nice jump serve there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet from any of our
That surprised
lady
me, and
swordsmen.
I'm sure it surprised the Lions as well.
I know there's some girls on our varsity that can do it, but they just don't. They seem that they're more consistent, you know, when they're just on their 2 feet.
Right.
But yeah, that was a nice serve. That was cool to see. Do you think it helps a lot, or?
I think if you are able to practice it a lot, normally we aren't able to get much time to practice jump serves, but it's definitely a tool that I think over the years we'll definitely see the girls be utilizing more because of the power and speed that you can get behind it. So it's essentially a spike, but from the very back.
About to get back into play here, and the Lions are still serving. I still believe that it's Dana Balin, number 24, serving. 10-9 now. Lions have the lead by 1. Our JV looking to get recuperated here and trying to get the ball back and score here, tie it up, and then continue our run.
Looks like the line judge is trying to talk to Lydia. I'm not sure if
he needs to get out of here. Don't mess with our players right now. They're focused. They just had a timeout. And number 24 serving it over. Nice serve to the middle, and we're going to have to bump it over. And number 2 is going to set up number 17 with a great spike off the net, but great save
dig by
Jacqueline. Jacqueline's going to send it over for a free ball. And number 10 setting up to the 12, and they're going to send it over for us for a free ball. Lydia to Alyssa. Great setup to Marissa, and Marissa Hollahan hits it over to the left. And struggling to figure out who's going to get the ball. And the Lions, both times there, 17 didn't know who was going to get the ball on her hit, and then she hit it, and everybody just
it seems like they were very confused there, and they seem to be very getting on each other about that play. But it seems that they're trying to calm down. Here we have Marissa Hollahan to serve. Great serve right into the middle. Number 2 setting up.
Great spot
dig
by Lydia.
Jacqueline setting up Lindsay Richards on the opposite side. Tipped it over. Lions pushing it right back over, right to Lydia. We have Alyssa Bushy setting up Lindsay Richards. The great kill all the way to the back row. We have number 17 kill.
Oh, Lydia
Another
is killing
great
it back
dig
there.
by Lydia.
Lydia just had like 3 digs in a row back there.
Here, free ball for Swordsmen. Alyssa takes first hit, and Jacqueline's going to push it right over, right to the middle. Number 17 for another kill. Another great dig. Here we have Lydia all the way from the back row.
And it's
just in. Oh.
Man,
and they're redoing it because
clearly in. Oh, what is
the line judge was not able to make a call on that amazing kill, and they're redoing the play.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. I hope.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh, man. I'll tell Danny it's good from up here.
God.
Lydia with another dig. Unbelievable. Here we go.
Setting
Jacqueline's
up to
going to push it over.
Push over.
Right
Ooh, just off the top of the net.
Number 2 is going to set up number 12 here. She's got a nice spike. And Lydia's just there every time. And that's a tough one, trying to get to the front. Man, that is frustrating when you know that last
that point
one
should
was
have
in.
been good.
I don't know what we're doing over there. Obviously, I don't want to be mean, but that's hard to. That changes the game, but we could have gone on a run there. But man.
But I don't think it'll phase our Swordsmen too much. They're still playing hard out here. We have Lindsay
with a
Richards
great hit
great
to the
cross
side.
kill.
Yeah, I guess that one's out. Just saw that one. Unreal. That felt like
maybe
that
one should have been a redo as well.
Yeah. Wow. That was a great hit by Lydia. It was all the way in the left corner and just hit it across the court, and just felt like maybe Abigail should have made a big deal about it. Maybe we could have redone that one. Man. Alyssa
Bushy sending up Jacqueline Stolmeister.
And Jacqueline with the great
off the
spike.
block, another
nice
tip
block.
off in the corner. Amazing
awareness.
play by Jacqueline
Great awareness
Stolmeister.
by Jacqueline was blocked by number 10 and then hit back over by number 10, and Jacqueline saw a wide open spot on the left side and just tapped it over there. Great play. Jacqueline now serving 11-12. Maybe get some momentum here for the Swordsmen. Great serve.
Great serve. Oh, and we ace serve for Jacqueline.
Great serve. Me and my brother Owen were talking about this yesterday. One of his girlfriend plays on the varsity, but Josie plays on the varsity, and also Jacqueline here on the JV. Both of them just have powerful serves.
Amazing serves, yes.
Athletic, and I think you're dating their brother, right?
Yeah.
And he was pretty athletic in high school as well. I think their whole family is just very athletic and just really good at the sports that they play.
They definitely are.
But Jacqueline only being in 9th grade, hitting it that hard, and that's just as hard as anybody on our varsity hits it, at least that I've seen. And so I think when she's a senior, it's gonna be a deadly serve there.
Definitely has an amazing potential and already amazing skill at such a young age. So I'm definitely excited to see her grow and play more.
Great little top spin on there. Number 12 from the back row, gonna hit over to Marissa, and just at the front of the net, and that is tough. Those times, just if you can't get a good hit on it, you might as well just hit it straight up. Somebody else can come get it and help you out. But that's tough sometimes, trying to hit it to the front of the net there to setter. But 13-13 now, tied up. We have, I think this is number, can't see that. We'll figure it out on the next serve if there isn't. Lydia from the back row again. Oh, man.
It was a great power round out.
Great try. Number
Just hit the
17,
top of
Brooke
net
Balin serving. And Lydia Elliott trying that hit again, but man, I can't get over that one. That was just, I felt like that was clearly in bounds. At least half a ball on the line.
I'm sure she's thinking about it as well. Definitely wants to make up for it.
She's going to go back, I'm sure, and think about it. She's going to look on this tape and say, wow, that play was in, and it would have been sweet. But here we are.
Good touch on the block by Alyssa.
Number 17 set to 10. She's a great hitter and just destroys that ball into the left corner. 15-13 now, and hopefully our girls can just stop them here and stop the momentum. Looks like they're getting pretty riled up. Seems like they're getting pretty excited now on the Lions side. And Lydia, that was out. Great play by Lydia. That was a tough one. About probably a couple inches out, honestly.
Just went right over her head. It looked like she was about to reach up and grab that, but good thing she packed out last minute.
Absolutely. Now we have Damara serving again, number 8 for the Swordsmen, 14-15. Great serve to the back row. And 17 is going to set up 10 again, but it's a little close to the net, so she's going to bump it over. Alyssa to Lydia. It's going to be a good hit here, and just couldn't get on top of the ball there, just sent it out of bounds. But that was a great setup by the Swordsmen. Hopefully we can get that again on this next play and get the ball back. 14-16 now, Lions lead. This is number 16 serving, Jayla Jones.
With an underhand lefty serve. Lefties are a very dangerous thing in volleyball. The spin that they will hit with the ball is slightly different, and so it can be hard to receive that.
Yeah, and anytime they spike, if she does spike, people will set up for her. They're just going to hit with the right hand.
Right.
Hit it the opposite direction. They'll be confused and not in that spot. Jayla Jones serving again, 17-14. Serve it over to Jacqueline right in the middle. Alyssa is going to set up Lydia right at the net. Good set. Little push by Lydia. Great
push. There was so much power and force behind that, and that was right at a perfect spot, right down that line.
It was a great play by Lydia Elliott. 15-17. That was probably pretty crucial because if they would have got a couple more, it could have been a little discouraging for the JV. And Lydia Richards now serving. 15-17. Great serve to the middle. 17 is going to set up number 10 again. Number 10, great dig by Lindsay Richards. And they're going to send it over for a free ball now. Hopefully we can do something with it to Lydia Elliott in the middle. And a great hit by Lydia, but just short of the net and blocked by number 10. But great dig by Lindsay Richards back there.
All in the back row. All these girls have been doing amazing with these very hard kills and making sure that they're not getting those points off of that.
And I think this is a good spot for the Swordsmen if we can get this ball back with number 10 being in the back row. But we'll call that one in. Man. She can call that one in from a mile away, but not the one that was 5 feet away from her. I'm not going to let it go.
We have number 10 to serve once more. Scores 19-15. Swordsmen just trailing by 4. If they can try to end a stop here.
Another great serve, just out of position there a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's kind of what you were talking about. Maybe not be too deep on the serve.
Yeah.
Because you might as well be up. If it's over your head, then.
Because the ball does seem to be dropping fast right over the net. Here we have Lindsay Richards with a great return. A little miss set, so free ball for Lions. Setting up number 2 in the front. This is going to be a tip. Marissa sends it up. Marissa will tip it over right down that line. Another setup with Lions skill. Another great dig by Damaris. Another free ball for Lions. Right in the corner. Marissa sending in a free ball right in the corner.
I think she thought it was out when she hit it, and she kind of just looked away, and then all of a sudden they called it in, and she went crazy. Man, great play for the Swordsmen. 16-20 now. We have Alyssa Bushy serving. And a nice little soft serve to the middle. I think they were expecting it to be a little harder. I think they were expecting our serves to come over a little faster, and they were just sitting down on it. And then all of a sudden, just a little soft one over the head and off the fingertips of the Lions. 17-20. Hopefully we got to make a run here for the Swordsmen.
I think this will be a great rotation. We have Jacqueline Stonemeister in the front as well as Lydia Elliott. This will be a great rotation offensively.
Pass to 17, and man, that is tough to read.
The ball was just slightly over the net.
Yeah, it looked like she was setting up number 12, and she was, and just went over the net, and Lydia Elliott thought it was going to be set up for a spike there. Great serve over by the Lions. Set up from Alyssa to the back to Jacqueline, and Jacqueline puts a great hit on it from about 5 feet back.
Despite the rough set that she just got, that was a great hit.
And now she's going to get a nice set here. And just
off his fingertips.
Alyssa bumps it back over. They're going to send over a free ball to the HP. Alyssa setting to Lydia by the line, and a nice hit by Lydia. And to number 12, she's going to hit it, and Marissa is going to set to Alyssa. Alyssa to Jacqueline, and Jacqueline with a great kill.
Jacqueline's doing amazing in the front row. All these hitters. And that'll be a point for
Swordsmen.
Swordsmen. Back to back, Jacqueline and Lydia just both pounding that ball down on the lines, and they just were not able to return it properly and get set up.
And both of those hits were about at the line, and then Jacqueline with a nice hit to end it off there. Number 16 hitting backwards, trying to get it back over.
Wow.
17 gets enough power on it and scores on it. Just out of position for HB. Should have been an easy ball to return, and just out of position there.
Seems that the ball dropped just in front of Leia, faster than she was expecting.
Yeah,
so
and
here
it's
the lines
tough,
to
especially
serve.
when Alyssa goes up to set. And you just have two back there. Number 24 serving for the Lions. Jacqueline to Marissa. Marissa with a nice push to the back row. Number 2 to 17 at the line. And Lindsay with a great dig.
Good job,
back
Lindsay.
to Marissa to Damaris hitting it over. 17 passes to 2 and a set up to 12, and she's going to tap it over. Great dig by Damaris to save it. Got on the ground and saved it. And a set up to number 12 here with a great setup, great dig by Lydia Elliott.
Looks like the Swordsmen are hoping to be able to set up the ball here if they can get a good pass. And
Here
we'll
we
be
go.
right here.
Looks like we're going to do it
Alyssa
here.
up to Damaris, who's going to
I'm just going to push it.
Slight
I feel like
push.
we need some hard hits in there, you know.
And then another
And
hit. Oh,
just
and
couldn't
point
get
for
it
the
on the net.
Swordsmen.
Crucial
Amazing
point.
defense
Crucial
by the
point for
Swordsmen.
And I mean, I saw Damaris warming up, and she was hitting it pretty hard over the net, and I feel like we just need to see that. Even in moments like this, got to be confident, but we ended up getting the point anyways, and so happy with that. Marissa Hollihan serving now. I think this is the first time she served this game. Great serve, though, and great ace.
Ace serve for Marissa.
First time in the game, and aced it.
Score is now 20-22. Swordsmen only down by 2. This is a very exciting game. We're very close.
We called this from the beginning. Thought it was going to be a very close game. But Swordsmen ain't giving up here. Marissa with another serve just right over the top of the net. Serve to the back. Set up to, we're going to get a free ball here. To Morris, to Alyssa. Over to Lindsay. Great hit by Lindsay to the back row to 24. Number 2 is going to set up number 17 for the Lions, and she's going to hit it to the net. And great point for JV Swordsman. I think that's big, you know, getting that first hit, like we always say. But that was a nice. That's a nice serve over there when we get that, just to get a free ball. You know, even if there wasn't an ace, just to get a free ball back to us on that first play is crucial.
So it started off with Marissa breaking them off on their.
Great spot by the Lions. 17 serves, taps it over just to the right corner, like just barely over the net.
Yeah.
And that's a tough, even if you're on that side, just to try to get that angle. That was a tough one.
Lindsay was hustling hard after that and dove after it.
Yeah, but it's almost like running parallel with the net.
Right.
And so that's a tough one to counter. Lindsay with a nice dig here and set up to Damaris in the middle.
Going to free ball it.
Number 2 to number 10. This is a good hitter here. And great dig by Lydia. Great reaction time now to Alyssa. That Jacqueline just couldn't get it over.
See, that side was a little too tight to the net. She was trying to work with it, try to get it right over that net.
And I think Swordsman not going to call a timeout. I guess just let them play on. And serving now for the Lions is can't see it right now, number 12. Damaris is going to set up Alyssa and just couldn't get it over the net. Tough. That first pass, so crucial. A great game by our JV Swordsman. Going to have a 2-minute break here. The Lions played really well, and I think JV Swordsman just a couple things to improve on. Maybe spot communication, seeing where we're at on the floor, because we missed a couple that were just probably easy to return for us. And then just a couple things, maybe out of bounds, you know. But what do you think, Joshi? What do you think a couple things we could change in this next match?
I think despite losing that set, I definitely think that the Swordsmen played very well that round. There were a lot of great digs, great kills, and I definitely think that if they can carry this momentum and energy into the second set, then we'll definitely see some great points here, and I can definitely think that they can take it.
I think it could have went either way on, you know, some of those sides, some of those points, hitting at the net, and some of those, just those first hits right to the net. It seems like we had a couple of them just right at the end that just hit the front of the net, and we couldn't get it over,
right.
Especially with Alyssa's, and then that point backwards where you know, setting it back to the front row and then just hit the net, and that's tough to get. But I felt like our serving was great.
Yeah,
every serve was tough for the Lions to return, fast serves. We had a lot of aces there. I think we had more maybe than the Lions, maybe equal. But Lions played well. They had a lot of good servers. Number 10 is a great hitter at the net. And it seems like they're really composed as well, getting that first hit to the setter. Seems like they didn't struggle too much with that. But hopefully our Swordsmen come out and just split this game. Hopefully we can win this next one. That'd be really nice. We got 35 seconds left now. We got a couple more games today if you're watching in on HBTV. Joshi, can you give us the times for that?
Sure. We have our varsity playing Badger State at 2:45 p.m. That'll be a great game. You want to make sure you definitely don't miss that. Those are two very good teams, and I believe we played Badger 2 times so far this past year, and all of them have been really good games, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Then we have our JV playing the Roanoke team right after that game at 3:30 p.m., and then our varsity will be playing Hebron at 5 o'clock p.m., and that'll be the end of the pool play game. So right after that, that's when we'll be starting all the bracket games for today and for tomorrow as well.
And don't forget, if you are not an HB fan or a Lions fan, we will be broadcasting all of our bracket games. I think there's 2 bracket games tonight. Are we broadcasting those?
Yes, we are broadcasting the bracket games tonight.
I think they're on a separate page, so not on that one. But there are 2 bracket games tonight, and then all the bracket games tomorrow we will be broadcasting on hilesanderson.edu. So you can find all the live games there tomorrow. And I think they might stay up there for a while, so if you'd like to watch them, after you're done with the tournament and get some highlight reels for yourself, then you can. But now we're going to set up back here, and just a couple crucial points, I think. Man, I think that I won't let it go. I can't. Lydia had a great hit there.
Oh, it seems that they are switching out the line judges for this set.
That's what I'm talking about. There we go. We've got Todd and, I forget.
I believe that's Callie Bicknell on the other side as well, line judging. We'll see how it goes.
She's in your grade, right?
She is, yes.
Oh, man. HB just starting off a little weak there.
It seems that we have Susanna Molina in for set. In for Alyssa Bushy to set as well. I can see Alyssa Bushy seems to have an ice pack on her neck and shoulder, so I wonder if something might be up there. Whatever the case, Susanna is jumping right in the action. Already at the net, already blocking. That'll be a point for Lions. Just a good kill by number 10, Alyssa Dickerson.
Crucial for us. Stinks seeing her with an ice pack on her neck. Hopefully, I don't know if she'll come back into the game.
Right.
Great serve by the Lions, but great dig by Lydia Elliott. All day it seems like she's been there. And great hit by number 2, but just out of bounds. Man, Lydia has at least probably 8 digs so far in this game, in both games, but man.
So Swordsmen have been definitely holding their own, playing defensively against strong hitters and strong serves.
Especially even against Prairie. I was very surprised how well. And that one's in. That's what we'll call it.
Ace serve for Jacqueline Stotemeister.
That's a very similar spot to Lydia's.
We see. I think I already like this line judge.
Yeah, there you go. Todd. Shout out to Todd Fear. And Jacqueline serving 2-2 now, tied up. But yeah, even against Prairie, I was a little bit timid to see how our girls were going to play, how hard they were hitting in the games before. And even then, they were hitting hard, and our girls were there every time to return and dig that ball.
Here we have Jacqueline Stotemeister serve for the 3rd time. Another strong serve right to the back row. Number 10 is going to tip it right over. Lindsay is going to tip it over as well. Here they're setting up number 2 on the front row. She's going to roll spike it over. Good up by
Susanna to Lindsay. Great little tap over by Lindsay. And 17 is going to set up number 10 in the front row. And Jacqueline
great
is there.
dig by Jacqueline.
And Lindsay again in the middle. And right to the back row.
Right to the back row. Great hit.
Nobody was there. They thought maybe it was out. They kind of caught themselves at the front. Man, what a great hit by Lindsay. Great realization. Great pass from Marissa to Susanna. But hitting that in the middle sometimes is tough. Waiting for a timing from Susanna to come back to the middle. But great hit by Lindsay. Jacqueline with a great serve again to the middle. 17 to 10. This is her hitter here, and that's why she is. Great hit over to the left. Seems like she likes that left corner.
Seems like she does, but a few times she has hit it out, so she does have a very strong arm, and so it's going to be able to have to defend against that.
And it seems like if you're not close to the spot, you're not getting it. It's so fast. And this is number 16 serving for them.
Good up by Jacqueline. Dan's putting a double hit on Susanna.
Just got to be careful when you're trying to misdirect that ball and you're not timing it right with your hands there. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it go either way. I feel like they won't call it because they don't really see it, but Danny called it a lot yesterday as well. And just got to get over free ball to the Lions here. To number 10. Great hit by number 10, but saved by Lydia Elliott just with one arm, though. But that's tough. You think maybe just to bring both arms over and try for it
especially with hard kills like that, you want to line up with her dominant arm and see where her arm is going to hit it, and then you'll be able to line yourself up and properly receive those balls.
Great bump by Lydia to Lindsay in the middle here, and she taps it over to the right. And number 10's going to hit it back over, and at the front of the net now, saved by Damaris. Great save by Damaris, and Lindsay's going to hit to the back row to kind of reset things. Number 10 with a great hit here, and off the head of Marissa, just kind of ducked out of the way. have, is this
Dayanara Swain coming in for Marissa in the back row. Dayanara is a very good passer. She's very good at covering and following that ball. So we'll see how she's also be able to defend against number 10's attacks.
And it seems like we've been in this game for a while, but it's only 6-4. 16 serving again. Jayla Jones. Back to the back row to Jacqueline. Jacqueline's going to set it over. And number 17 to 10. And just a light hit to Lydia Elliott. Easily returned. And Lindsay's just going to have to tap it over.
Oh! And a block by Lindsay Richards on their best hitter, number 10.
I don't think we've seen a block like that yet.
Unbelievable.
By Our Lady Swordsman. What a great block.
It seemed that her most of her forearm was over the net, and she just denied their best hitter.
That was
amazing
great
block.
Be like a momentum change here for JV. That's exciting to see. Damaris with a great serve over at the front of the net, and that's what we thought. Out of bounds either way.
It seems that Danny wasn't sure who touched that ball last, and he's going to
she tapped it back over.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, because if it was falling on our side, then the Lions would have had last hit.
Oh, man. Danny, I love you, but oh, my goodness.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and redo that point, and Damaris is serving again.
Let's replay that. Get a booth review. Unreal. Wow. That's tough.
And here we have Lions setting up number 10 again on the back row.
And great dig by Lydia.
Right there in the front row.
Stacking up those digs. And here's number 10 again with another dig by Lydia. And saved off the net.
And the ball's back up over the net. Lions are setting up number 10 once more.
And
Jacqueline with a great dig. Here's Susanna setting up Lydia in the front row.
Net, though, but sent back
blocked
saved
by
Lydia.
number 10.
Oh, man. Jacqueline trying for a kill there from the middle there. Here comes Alyssa. This is a good sign for us.
Hopefully she's doing well, and hopefully she's ready to back in the game.
Man, that was a good play by HB. Great hustle from us. I think we just got to really utilize those 3 hits and try to get a good set. It looks like we had a good pass to the setter, and we just didn't have Alyssa in there. And a carry, I think, is what he's going to call from Lindsay. The ball was coming at her, and she kind of just tried to push it.
Here we have Mir Hernandez tapping in for Jacqueline Stoltmeister.
Number 10 serving. This is, again, a good spot for us when she's in the back row, so hopefully we can try to make something of it. And Dayanara swing with a great save, but just out of bounds. Almost looked like it was going to be in, but great dig. 9-5 now. Got to get the ball back and got to stop this momentum for the Lions.
I think all we need is one good point to stop their serve and a good streak serve for us.
Absolutely. And just at the front of the net, Lindsay makes something out of it. Number 12 with a great spike, man, right in the back row. Nobody's there. That's tough. I feel like we're getting caught a lot at the front row, and then when they get ready to spike, we kind of just scoot up a lot.
Right.
But
here we have number 10 to serve.
Oh, man.
Saved by Lydia off the ceilings.
Ceiling helped us out
just weren't able to get it over the net.
Ceiling helped us out. I think it would have went a little farther if it didn't hit the ceiling. That's tough to get. 11-5. Looks like the Swordsmen are going to call a timeout. I think we're doing well. Just I think utilizing our hits is just most important. I think it's been tough without Alyssa in there. So now she's in, we can try to get things. She's only been in for about a play.
Right.
So can't really determine that off of that. So hopefully we can get some hits to Alyssa, and she'll have a nice set to Lydia. And Jacqueline's out right now. I don't know if she'll come back in, but Lydia Richards has been having some great hits in there so far. So hopefully we can get Lydia and Lindsay going, and I think we'll be in tip-top shape there.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think so far they've been doing well defensively, but it seems that they're just scrambling and trying to keep the ball just off the floor. If they can try to slow things down and get a good pass up to their setter, and now that Alyssa's in, if Alyssa can set up our hitters on either side, then we'll definitely get some points in and definitely see our Swordsmen start to play as the Swordsmen girls that we know.
Yeah, and I think even sometimes, like, even Jacqueline and Lindsay and even Dayanara trying to save those, but it just goes right back over the net. And it's like, oh, man, we need those because they have some heavy hitters up there. And even number 12 is a great hitter when she's up there. It seems like her and number 10 are kind of opposite. And so if one's in the back, the other one's in the front, and they always have a hitter up front. But still, that block by Lindsay was exciting.
Amazing.
That was a great block. If you missed that, just go back and watch it. I'm sure Lindsay will screen record that later and save it on her phone and show everybody. But that was a great hit and a great block. But it was nice it was in bounds. It's always so frustrating when you get a nice block and it just gets sent out of bounds. You're just like, oh, sorry, guys. And you're not sure if it was worth just somebody else maybe just trying to get a dig, you know.
Right.
But
even that block, I'm sure it would have gone on number 10's mind, and she's definitely thinking about it, knowing that she's not always going to be able to get an easy kill right at the front row.
Yeah,
so that block was definitely a
payoff like off her forearm. Lindsay had a nice jump there. But 5-11, trying to get it back for the Swordsmen here. Lions are still serving. And even I watched her hit it back over out of bounds, and then we redid that point.
redid the point, and then...
Oh, man. Because they blocked it, fell back on her side, and just... There are
definitely a few calls this game that I think we disagree with a lot. Then we have a great up by Damaris, and Lindsay Richards with a great kill right into the corner. Number 17 setting up, number 12 in the back. Dinar with a great dig as well.
I think that's the one thing that Dinar is kind of struggling with right now, is just hitting it back, to that setter instead of the front of the net. But I think she'll get used to it.
Here we have Jacqueline Stoltmeister coming back in the game. And number 10 with another deep serve.
Jacqueline just going to send over stuff like that. I feel like it's easy just to get back to our setter, but not a great set by...
point for Swordsmen. See that number 12 was in the net.
Even then, I think Alyssa had a great spot there. Nobody was there, so I think we would have got the point regardless.
And we have Marissa coming in for Dayanara in the front row. So I think we are down by 6, but I think with Lindsay in the back row and with good hitters in the front, I think we'll definitely see some plays
really
happen
hard.
Here.
Now a free ball for the Swordsmen to Lydia. That's what we want. Great hit by Lydia, but saved by number 17. And another free ball for the Swordsmen.
We have another setup
to Lydia again.
Ooh, with a roll shot.
Absolutely.
Lydia bumping it right over. Here we have Lions setting up number 2 in the front row.
Oh, man. Wow, that was a great hit, and Lions are excited about it. That just dipped real hard right by the line. Almost thought it was going out, but man, at the last second just dipped right down and hit the line. And I think that it was on the line, so that was a good call by our line judge. Won't argue that one. So number 17 serving again, I think. And just a tough for number 2. Tough spot for Jacqueline to get to. 14-6. Not over yet for us, but we just got to get a point here because that's very crucial, or else they're going to keep going on a run.
It's definitely important for the Swordsmen not to get down now. Now is not the time to be down or discouraged. Now is the time to be more excited and trying to play as hard as they can. Dan's calling another double hit on our setter.
No, that seemed... what do you think about that?
It definitely did rotate a little bit, but...
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Do you think he looks more at the ball spin?
I think he does look more at the ball spin.
And nice set to Lydia. Oh, man. I just want Lydia to just hit that thing, just destroy that ball.
Even with a tip over, she just got blocked by number 12, Clarissa Tatman.
Number 2 still serving for the Lions, Paige Anderson, 16-6 now. And a good serve to the back row, but Jacqueline's there. And Lindsay's going to bump it up to the front for Alyssa, and Alyssa's going to bump over for a free ball for the Lions. Number 2 to 12, she's a good hitter. And, great
one-handed dig by Lindsay.
Sent over to the row. And to 12, he's going to spike into that. Great play by that was a great play. This was one arm, that's all she could do with the reaction time that she had. It was a good spike by number 12. Now we have Alyssa serving number 30. She's going to come up to the front row to set after this, though. Great. That was a great serve. It looked like maybe it was going out.
It did look like it was going out, but
stepped out of the
I'm
way.
not going to argue with these line judges. They say
they're on it. Yeah.
We have Alyssa Bushy to serve, 8-16. Another high serve right to the back row.
Great hit by 17, but Damaris was there and set to Jacqueline, but...
Seems like the set was just a little bit too short, so she free-balled it over.
At the net here, and saved by Lydia Elliott. Great play. And block by
Lydia. A one-handed block on a tip over.
Great spot by Lydia Elliott.
Amazing.
Great block. Seen 2 nice blocks now from Hammond Baptist.
And this is a JV team.
Yeah, JV. Like I said on the last game, can't worry about that little JV marker on their team name when you look at it, because they play just as well as anybody else in this tournament. Lydia Elliott just going to bump it over for a free ball to the Lions. Number 2 is going to set up number 17 at the midline.
Roll the ball over.
And Damaris to Lydia, Alyssa to Lydia, and nice spike by Lydia, but saved. And they're going to try to hit it over, but I guess they're going to count it as a block on that first one.
Point for Swordsmen for that one.
Alyssa now serving 10-16. Here we go. Just going to have a couple more points, and we'll be right back in this thing. I think the girls are feeling it. They're getting excited. And Alyssa with a good serve to the left side. And number 2 is going to set up number 17, but right at about the 10-foot line. And Alyssa close to the net, but bounces off. It kind of works out for us in our favor.
It'll be another free ball for
the Swordsmen. Pass it over and set up. Great pass here, and I think we're going to get
over to Jacqueline Stelmeister with a great kill. Lions are struggling to throw it. Here we have another free ball. Now we have Lydia Elliott.
Number 2 to 17, and great hit by 17. That's a great hit, great spot.
Damaris was just there, but wasn't quite able to get under it.
That kill by Jacqueline, that had some nice power on it. I thought maybe it was
and good height on that.
Absolutely. It was a great pass, though. Once that pass came through, it seemed like, oh, we're going to have something here. And Jacqueline just trying to save it from going out of bounds, and Lydia's going to pass it back over. And a little miscommunication on the Lions, but 17 with another spike on the line, pretty much. And it's a tough spot. Not many people hit to that left side, so you kind of get
right down that line.
Yeah, that right side defenders kind of get pushed back into the middle, and then on their left side they'll hit it over. But is this number 24? 24
yes, 24 to serve.
Dana Balin.
With Alyssa Bushy just tipping it right over. Lions are looking to set up number 12 in the front row. Oh, great save by Marissa. Another setup from number 17 from the corner.
17.
Right across that cross court.
She's got great spikes and great spots, too. It's not just
even with one of their best hitters in the back row, it seems that the Lions have no problem still attacking in that front.
Yeah, absolutely. Timeout for the Swordsmen. 10 to 19, still not out of reach. 6 more points for the Lions, but we could easily get a run going here and hopefully get the ball back. But number 17's been having some great spikes. And even then, not just blatantly hitting it over. She has a spot in mind where she wants to hit it, and it's usually pretty vacant. So great hits by her. 10-19, Swordsmen, I think, they don't get down on themselves. We haven't seen that. Even against Prairie, I mean, we were down 7-0 at one point, and they came back. Yeah, they came back and fought to try and at least get close. I think we lost that game 25-23. But I wouldn't count us out yet. Lions are doing well, though, especially I think they're doing a lot better even from that first game.
Yeah.
They're hitting hard, hitting in. I think that first game they were hitting out just a little bit, and you could tell that they were just timing things a little around, getting under the ball.
I think the Lions are definitely getting excited as well. They're definitely seeing them get some really good hits in, some good blocks in, and they're getting excited. And that's what's amping them up with their skills and making them hit harder. But our Swordsmen are also like that. So if we can get some good points in that'll get us excited, then they'll be able to play off the adrenaline. I think that's what happened in that game against Prairie. They had some really good plays in, and they got them excited, and they were able to keep playing the best that they could. So I think if they can get a few points like that, then I'll definitely see our Swordsmen start to play really well.
Coach for the JV Swordsmen is Abigail Hanks. If you're Abigail right now, Joshie, what are you telling me?
Well, one, I would tell the girls that they're still playing really well. We're still having some good digs out there, amazing kills, amazing blocks as well, which we've been really happy to see. And that I think if they can take a moment to just take a breath and calm down and really start over in their heads and not get in their heads.
That's a good point. The score definitely does not reflect how you're playing.
Exactly.
You're playing very well. So number 24 serving still, and that is Dana Balin. 19-10. Swordsman looking to get a point here. And just a soft serve over to the middle. Hopefully we can get something nice out of here, but Alyssa wasn't there. I'm surprised that Alyssa didn't set it up there. But now set up to number 12. She's a good hitter as well. And just on the line. That's a tough call there, but it looked very close.
It did. So. She did look a bit reluctant to say it was in, too.
Yeah, she's like, her heart dropped, I think.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, yep. I was in. I'm sorry, guys. 20-10. Dana Balin again here. And just at the net. That's what we need.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Monster out to get you. And here we go. Lydia serving now. And we have probably not our favorite rotation here with Lydia in the back, but that's okay. And jump serve by Lydia in a crucial moment. We would have said it was a good serve if it went over. So I think, it goes either way. So
I definitely think that the Swordsmen need to take a moment to just recollect. They know how to play. They know how to get the ball up to their setter. They know how to set the ball up, and they know how to kill on both sides. So I think if they can just really take a moment to do what they need to do, get down back to the basics, then we'll be able to see the score go up. I think they definitely want to get some points on the board here, as this is still pool play, and the point difference will matter. So as long as they keep fighting hard and try to get as many points as they want, then I think they'll still be playing well.
Great serve by number 25.
Good.
And are they calling net?
Oh, point for Swordsmen.
Are they calling
number 10 was in the net.
All right, there we go. That's what we need. Number 25, Ava Lawrence. She just checked in and then served. Looked like a good serve, though. And then we have Marissa Holohan.
This also seems to be a good rotation. We have Jacqueline Stoltmeister in the front, as well as Lindsay Richards. So if we want to get some points, this will probably be the time to do it.
Oh, man.
It's another big hitter.
Yeah, great spike by number 10, and Liddy just wasn't there. Again, just tough when you have basically two kind of in the back row, you know, with Alyssa going up to the front, and you got to kind of try to cover that ground. Damaris, I think, maybe needs to just step back just a little bit, you know, on those, but it's tough when you're in the middle, in the back, in the front, you know, where do you want me to be?
Oh, and a block by Jacqueline Stoltmeister.
Great block.
On the front row.
Party. Bring your friends, bring your family. We're going to go down to the block and have us a party.
That was a huge block.
Wow.
Unbelievable. She was up there. She got amazing height on that. Was able to deny that ball from number 10, their biggest hitter. And another ace server, Jacqueline Stoltmeister.
Down the sign over there. Man, that's exciting. We just in this set alone.
See, that's what I mean. They just need a really good play to get their adrenaline up. And now I'm sure Jacqueline Stoltmeister is feeling it now. She's back there to serve. She wants to keep serving as much as can.
That's exciting to get those blocks on anybody, but when you get it on somebody like
another
number
great
10,
serve and another ace for Jacqueline Stoltmeister.
Bringing us back in this game, and the Swordsmen are excited. And now we're going to have a change of heart here for the Lions. They're going to sub in a couple more players again. They're starters. So
seems that the Lions are looking a bit frantic right now. They seem to be panicking.
Man, that is exciting. I'm excited. I'm sure they're excited down there on the court. But it just all started with that block. That was an adrenaline rush there. And here comes Jacqueline again.
Another strong serve right to the back row.
To the front of the net. It's going to be another ace.
Tip over.
Tip over. Oh, man, that's tough to get
Lindsay was able to watch it, but then the Swordsmen just weren't able to help it out there.
I think they were hoping it was going to go into the net there.
Yeah.
It looked like it was, and number 10 made a great play on it and just tipped it over. 23-16 now. Crucial not to let him get to 24, because once he gets to 24, it's just so difficult. You can't make any mistakes. And
good call by Jacqueline.
That was close.
I'm very mad at the line judge.
From here, it's a tough angle from here.
It is.
We're looking down on it. But
Jacqueline looked confident about that one, so I'm trusting her on that.
Boy, Todd. Shout out to you. Damaris now serving. Captain for the JV. That's who we want back here.
Great topspin serve.
It looks like it's going over. And great hit by Alyssa.
Great hit by Alyssa, doing an 80-20. Lions had an overpass right over the net, and Alyssa just jumped up and spiked that down.
Great hit. Just knew exactly what to do. Wasn't going to set anything up, just knew they were out of position. And Damaris back here going to serve again. Swordsman just a few points away from making this a really close game.
They're definitely not going to give up.
Great serve.
They're definitely not those types of girls. So we were set up to number 10.
Out.
Oh,
there we go.
That was a great point. Here we go. Only down by 4 now. I'm seeing a very good comeback here.
Absolutely. What was the score before? It was
11-21, I believe.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was. Yeah. Damaris with another great serve.
Oh, man,
just out.
Oh, man. Can't make any mistakes here. Still a chance for the Swordsmen here.
I think they definitely just want to get as much points as they can for this set. So we have number 10 to serve. She's always been a very hard server.
And it was
called in.
Aced it to win it. But, man, what a great game.
Both teams playing very well. Our JV team, 2 freshmen and a sophomore getting a block on one of the tallest players on their team and the strongest hitter. It's just amazing.
Yeah, that was very exciting to watch.
I'm sure they're very proud of how they played. I know we are, and I'm definitely sure that their parents and friends will be.
If you're their coach, you're excited and you're happy for them. They played very well. And again, it's only pool play, so they're 1-3 in pool play.
Yep.
And so I think they won't have the worst, seeding in the tournament, but they'll have some tough teams to play. But it looks like they've already played some of the toughest teams in this tournament and have put up a great fight. So I don't think it matters who they play. I think they're going to play really well in the bracket because that's their last pool play game, or do they have another one?
They have one more pool play game at 3:30 p.m. against Roanoke. Okay. So that'll be a good game if you want to make sure you tune in for that one. Our next game, though, will be at 2:45. We'll have our HB varsity team against Badger State. So that'll be an amazing game. You definitely don't want to miss that one.
That'll be a great game. But thank you for tuning in. We had 2 great matches there between our Lady Swordsmen JV and against the Lions from Plattsmouth, Nebraska. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm Jared, and this is
Jessie.
Yep, you guys have a good one.